Okie dokie. It is now officially the time where I am live. I mean, I already was live, but boom! Now there I am. Let's get rid of the image. Hello and happy Mario Monday. I like it. It's an alliteration. It's the first time that I could actually say that. Have I ever streamed on a Monday? I don't know that I've ever streamed on a Monday, but it's happening now. And I am very excited. And for the foreseeable future, there's probably going to be a Mario Monday next week. We'll see what that looks like then. Anyways, hello, Mega Eevee. Glad to see you hanging out. I hope you're having a good start to your week and off the back of what was a great weekend. Ideally, I myself had a particularly good weekend. It was combined with all the best parts of a weekend, right? Number one, relaxation. I actually had a full day of that yesterday. And then two, some doing and shaking. Went and played disc golf with the family, and now my cat's here. Hello, Luna. How are you doing? Says Mega Eevee. I am doing very well. It's been a good morning and a good start to the week thus far. We just got home from the gym. Serena and I, barely in time to come press live here, which is perfect timing, all things considered. Just in time, too, to feed the cats as well, because we like to, we feed them every morning, right? Every morning, every evening, and then once for lunch as well. But we try not to feed them right when we wake up, because they like get trained on that. And so they start to get a little bit earlier, and a little bit earlier, a little bit earlier. So when we're still sleeping, they're like, hey, is it breakfast time? So now we don't feed them until after we've come home from the gym. So after we've been up for a couple hours, and I don't know that it's working just yet, but soon. Mega Eevee says disc golf is so fun. Well, good. I agree. I am a big fan of it. A little bit maybe less so right now because of the heat. It's been like 100 degrees Fahrenheit where I live almost every day for a while. IceLord93 subscribed on Twitch. Hello, good morning. Thanks for hanging out, dude. I appreciate that and supporting the channel. It's extraordinarily kind of you. I hope you as well are having a great day, great start to the week, piggybacking off of what was hopefully a great weekend. Fingers crossed. Sonic Saber, hello. Good morning on YouTube. I don't feel good enough to join in, but I thought I'd say hi. Well, I completely appreciate that. Sonic Saber is dealing with a sickness, and Sonic Saber, being a doctor, knows better than most how to treat it. Speaking of joining in, as Sonic Saber mentioned, we are going to be playing an open lobby, but I do need to actually edit that, because right now the tournament settings for the tournament are specifically beholden only to Fridays, and it's not Friday. It certainly isn't. It's Monday, which I guess is like the opposite of Friday, right? So can we edit these? Go to favorites Friday. Yes, we can edit it. Perfect. You want to change the settings for this tournament? I do indeed. Get better soon, Sonic. I have access to all the drugs, says Sonic. Well, there you go. The man has the drugs. Enter the name. The name can, you know what? The name can stay Friday, even if we're not actually playing on Friday. I don't even need to cook. All right, Jesse. So can I change time? Yep. Frequency. Look at this. Can it just be running always? Fixed period. Daily. Starts at 8 a.m. Boom. It's good to go now. And will that change the code is the question. No. No, I believe not. I believe that's the same code that is in the description of the video. IceLord93 says, weekend was pretty good, thanks. Also, my Monday is nice. Monday is already over here, Europe, Switzerland. Dang, that's true. Time zones. I forget. Just how far west I am now, even especially more so than when I lived in Florida. Here I am in the mountain time zone where we're another 2 hours earlier than the rest of the world. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that your Monday was great. And shoot, I'd love to be in Switzerland. Truth be told, I would trade with you. Oh, if I could, I would. All right, and you know what I can do and am going to do? I am going to actually just join my own tournament here now so that I can get myself, one, warmed up, and two, you know, maybe a couple victories before people actually start showing up and beating me into submission, shall we say. I do also have the hat. I have the hat. I'm not wearing the hat right now because the last time I started a stream with the hat, the stream crashed immediately. We're doing okay thus far, so we'll keep the hat. The hat can watch over here. It's okay. Okay, looks like, who is that? Mega Eevee in here? We're gonna go to Baby Park. We just might. We just might. I would trade 2, but it's hot here as well. Not 100 degrees, but around 90. That's incredible. I didn't even realize it gets that warm in Switzerland. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Everywhere's getting hotter and hotter, it would seem. But that is bananas. Probably really pretty, I would guess. When is the best time of year in Switzerland? Because when I think of Switzerland, I think of wintry scenes. And obviously Switzerland has winter. You know, that's gonna be what happens, but is that the best, like, the most iconic time? I don't know. I would have to lean on your expertise. Fan of Yoshi, hello, good morning. Mega Eevee says, that's not me. I'm going to switch time zones soon for 10 days because Mega Eevee's going on vacation. It is Jonah who has joined. And Jonah is already defeating me. It's fine. I have the red shell that will treat him well. Jimmy Christmas. Flabbergasted Flapdoodle. You can call me connoisseur of eccentricity because I'm the expert in all things quirky and unconventional. I like that a lot. In fact, I don't know where that's from, but I appreciate it all the same because quirky and unconventional, practically my middle name. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to be strange. It's fun to be weird. It's fun to be unique and different. All the same. Lots of bananas. Baby Park. My God. I picked it because I knew that this is what it is, but it already feels like faster than it ever has been. I don't know. Goodness gracious knows that it's been a long time since I've played Baby Park. Goodness knows that it's even been a long time since I played Mario Kart prior to last week's foray. So, Juba Juba. I don't even know. We're making up words. We're still in first, though. Oh, okay. Can't speak too soon. We're no longer in first. Jonah has reclaimed the throne. Jonah. No! Oh, Jonah has... Oh, wait. No, we got one more lap. One more lap. I was going to say Jonah's claimed victory. But there is still yet time. Not if I just keep getting bananas. All right. I am already heavy with potassium. I don't need the banana peels. And that's it right there. Oh, right when I get the red shell. Jiminy Christmas. If you like winter, I would definitely recommend coming in winter, says Iceler93, even though we don't have winters like we had them 20 years ago. I would recommend January or September, October. Beautiful. Love it. September, October, I'm guessing, would be more of an autumny sort of fall situation. Probably pretty temperate and enjoyable for people of all types, which I can get behind all the same. I made it up myself, says Fan of Yoshi. Well, I like that. Well done. Pikmin Pro, hello, lovely people. Hello, lovely person yourself. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I would have worried no mods would show up, said Mega Eevee. Ha! They're always here, lurking in some capacity. There will always be moderation. Truth be told, there's never really a need for moderation. But, you know, hey, Jonah's using tilt controls. Me too. Exactly, says Ice Lord. I love the orange autumn forests. That is pretty. That's something we don't get a whole lot of here in Colorado unless you go up into the mountains, which we do sometimes. My wife Serena especially is a big fan of it, where we will take like a designated car trip and just drive through the mountain roads and see the pretty aspens changing colors and such. It's a good time. I'd love additionally on that same note to go somewhere like the Pacific, or not the Pacific, excuse me, the Atlantic Northeast, like up in the New England area, I suppose is the accurate term for it. Places like Massachusetts, even Maine. There's a ton of pretty changing colors for the trees. Mustang Man 1500, is the stream lagging for anyone else? Looks like 2 no's. Well, that's good. I mean, it's not good that it's lagging for you, Mustang Man. I apologize. I'm sending all of my non-laggy vibes your way, and hopefully that produces something here in a good way. Jiminy Christmas. Waiting for everyone to suggest a course. We have. Oh, you've been disconnected. How rude. In my own tournament. It's okay. I'm getting back in there. Join the tournament. Do it now, so that we may continue to take second place to Jonah. It's fine. Hey, second place is better than third, and third's better than a turd. And that's usually where I find myself laying, amongst the turds at the bottom of the bowl. You know, when these things fill up. It's fine. Everyone has suggested a course. Do not leave the group. No. You maintain the group. It's fine. The group must stay. It stopped, said Mustang Man. Good. The lag stopped or the stream stopped? Hopefully the lag, I should say. Okie dokie. Let us clarify something real quick. I need to pull up my test screen over here just to make sure. I like to run the stream on a laptop additionally, just to see what everyone else is seeing from time to time. Yeah, that looks okay. Cool. I would say something about the stream, but I don't want to jinx it, so I'll just watch in silence, says Sonic Saber 25. Ha! And Pikmin Pro joins the fray. Look at that. Also, coming from Europe, much like Ice Lord. I've been to the US twice now, both times around New York City and Philadelphia. I just love those places. They are beautiful places. I have not been to New York City. I know I would love it, but I have been to Philadelphia. I am a big fan of cities for a number of reasons, right? I love architecture and the massive buildings are just infatuating, but I also love people. And, you know, when there's a big city, there's a lot of people. It's just kind of the case. Someone is matching me. I see a Mario up ahead of me with a bitty buddy. Is it Jonah? Oh, it is. And the iconic wiggler that is Pikmin Pro takes the reins and quickly loses them. Very good, very good, very good. I can't imagine it'll be long until Pikmin Pro hits me over the forehead and takes me out of second place. But, you know, for now, I'll enjoy it while I can. Oh my God, communication error. Yes! Indeed. I love it. That's the only way that I can hopefully hold on to second place. I'm sorry, Pikmin Pro. And I'm sorry, Boo. You came to steal my item. I have none for you. For I just threw it. Or for it, I threw. There we go. If we want to continue the rhyming as we do here, traditionally. Hello, Blooper. No. Blooper the pooper. Don't put that stuff on my windshield. It's disgusting. And rude, frankly. Dangerous, too, to be completely honest. Red shells, that's going to be helpful. Freaking Jonah is like 27 miles ahead of me. My God. Oh, Pikmin Pro is back? I thought there was a communication error. You're back. What the heck? Pikmin Pro from the top rope. Hopefully that's enough to keep him at bay for now. Okay, well that's great. Who is that? Is that Pikmin Pro? It was not Pikmin Pro. It was the Toad. Oh boy, I've made a grave mistake. Ran out of the freaking golden mushroom. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I was able to find myself back into second place. Please don't touch me with that. No. Why? It's okay. One more lap. In terms of Mario Kart, training for my 200cc video idea recently taught me a new trick the game officially calls drift brake. It sounds... Is it exactly as it sounds? It sounds horrifying, to be honest with you. And intriguing all the same. Very much like all-you-can-eat chicken wings. Now I'm hungry. I had chicken wings last night, actually. Maybe that's why I'm chickening my brain here. Okay, we have exactly what we need to hopefully reclaim first place. Maybe. I don't know. Jonah is so far ahead of me. How is Jonah so good? How is Jonah so good? This is downright dastardly. Yeah, there's no way I'm catching Jonah. Holy cow, Jonah's already done. Jiminy Christmas. Rest in peace. Also says in the friends section that you aren't playing, says Pikmin Pro. Or I am secret. I think I have my like current activity thing to private, so it won't say that I'm playing ever. Otherwise, you would just always see me on, because my Switch is literally like always on, doing something. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Basically, if you can't make a sharp turn with the drift, pressing the B button slows you down mid-drift, says Sonic Saber. And that is what the drift brake is, aforementioned. Interesting. Let's do Rainbow Road. That sounds... two things. That sounds, one, absolutely necessary for 200cc, right? Every time I've played 200cc, it's just like a freaking cannonball launched out of a tube. But it also sounds kind of difficult to manipulate in a way that would be beneficial. I'll have to try it, no doubt. Braking. Who knew? Necessary. Amazing. Hello, LP. Hello, Math Wizard Gamer. Happy Monday. Happy Mario Monday, Mario. Mario Monday. Yes, we have the hat. It's good. The hat is my mascot. The hat is hanging out with me. The hat and my cat. Not to be confused with Cat in the Hat. A documentary by Dr. Seuss. Okie dokie. IKY, but it says one of my friends is Failboat. Maybe he is your friend. You never know. It's possible. Anything's possible if you just believe. That's how I live my life, all right? Otherwise, I'd go insane. Or slightly more insane, shall we say. Jonah! Goodness gracious, shouldn't you be getting eaten by a giant fish somewhere? What's happening here? Red shell should do you well. I'd have to imagine, unless I fall off. Great. Scroodling my only opportunity there to make up some ground. It's natural. I'm just A good sportsmanship that way. I am trying to keep the scales balanced as I fall off again. Great. And the tournament just puts me into the void, says Pikmin Pro. Well, shoot. Oh, no, I don't mean that. The Mario Kart friend section when someone's in a race says you aren't one, despite clearly being one. Very strange. Very strange. For all of the good things that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has for it, and it does have a great many, it does do some weird things like that, does it not? I feel like we've had problems similar to this before. I don't understand it. And then, of course, we have Fan of Yoshi. I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter as well. I do not use it. I refuse to use it. I will not use it ever again. Oh, God, go. Very good. Barely making this through. It'd be nice if I could have gotten that, but whatever. You know, it's fine. Green shell. Hit the chain chomp and break. Yep, very nice. A complete waste of its use, but it's fine. But we still find ourselves in second place. That's great. Again, Jonah drives even more aggressively with a huge gap in front of us. Although we are closing in slightly. Jonah must have fallen. That red shell coming up. Oh, God. Oh, I see Jonah up there. There's no catching. No catching Jonah. It's impossible. Maybe. Well, no. Yeah, Jonah's sniffing the friggin' checkered flag right now. In times like these, you have to be happy about the small things, I guess, says IceLord93. Always be happy about the small things. That's honestly just a good way to take care of your mental health. Find the little victories. Cherish them. Dylan Moole says, Pikmin? And Pikmin replies, Pikmin! It's true. Pikmin is always a good answer. It's a rallying cry. I used to have an account, but ever since my account was hacked, I decided to deactivate my Twitter, says Fan of Yoshi. That's fair. My Twitter is still active, just so that no one can take my name. And I have a pinned note on there that says, hey, I'm not using this. Find me elsewhere. Jiminy Christmas. I'll boot up Mario Kart again to see if that fixes stuff, says Pikmin Pro. Fingers crossed. Well, do give me a little time to win some more second places, but you know, fingers crossed, because it is better with you here, I will say. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, I spilled my coffee. We shan't be doing that. That's not very helpful. Oh God. And go! It's fine. It's not like I have any hope of beating Jonah anyways. Everyone's yelling Pikmin, and I'm taking a bath. It's great. And then they're jumping through the waterfall. I would have loved to have done that, if possible, but you know, the bathing is somewhat prohibitive when it comes to the showering. You have to choose one or the other. You can't take a shower in the waterfall if you're taking a bath in the pond. It's illegal. Give me something good here. Give me a bullet bill. No bullet bill. Suppose this is fine, because then I can squeeze on through the grass. Jiminy Christmas. Pikmin! Now Mario's clean again, says IceLord93. It's true. Everyone loves a clean plumber, all right? If you got a guy coming over your house and he's gross and he's digging around in your pipes, that's perhaps a little bit unbecoming. Although probably not completely unheard of, I suppose. If there's going to be a profession that is filthy, plumbing is probably one of them. Why? Why must I bathe in the same spot? I am drawn to it. Something about it just screams, bathe here, Mario, it's fine. This is where you can do your time and spend just a little bit of that in this vat. Beautiful. Third place, not great, but where do we find ourselves? Just on the doorstep of passing Baby Daisy. Boo, give me something good, buddy. Something, yeah, that'll friggin' work, thank you. That puts me ahead of Daisy, still considerably far from getting even anywhere near Jonah. My God. Kind of incredible, because I feel like I'm not even doing all that bad. Clearly, I'm missing some things. Mario's like, ew, there's still dirt under my nails. Need a bath again. Says IceLord93. It's true. Mario is a neat freak. And that's why the princess loves him. Platonically, of course. Platonically, naturally. Mario's eager for a swim, says Dylan Moole. Mario is chomping at the bit. He is salivating, for certain. Red shell, give me something here. Although I think that Jonah may have already finished. Nope, Jonah has not yet finished, but goodness gracious, it's coming in the next few seconds. It hit him. Mario did a fist bump, which means he hit him, right? And we got the golden shroom. It's crazy. I'm in second place, but I'm so far behind first that we're still getting like good items like the golden shroom in an effort to like slingshot. That's ridiculous. Impossible. Impossible to beat Jonah. It can't happen. Anthony Varelli. Ooh. What's up, homies? What's up yourself? Happy Monday. And happy, start of the week. Hope it's a great one coming up. I still can't enjoy. Wi-Fi must be tripping. I'll sit next to the source, said Pikmin Pro. I hope that gets figured out. What the heck? I'm sorry, dude. New York. No. Well, I wanted. Don't leave the group. I wanted to pick New York for IceLord93 over on Twitch, but I fat fingered it, and I picked. Still a cool stage, all the same, but not quite what I was hoping for. Oh well, man. Mario Kart is not being nice to me. It worked fine a couple days ago, said Pikmin Pro. Technology, love it, hate it, understand it, no, but need it, yes. Hopefully it works, man. Although I am enjoying, I shall say, consistent second places here. And in a way, it's almost like I'm winning these too. I can live vicariously through Jonah, right here, who is, it is me. Look at that. It's the bitty buddy in Mario. It's my ride. So that's me up there. We're in super third person, just way far back. The camera's way far back. Mega Evie says, did you know that it has rubber band AI? I did know that. And I have a love-hate relationship with that. At this point, I like it because it's the only thing keeping me even remotely competitive with Jonah here. I know competitive is probably doing a lot of heavy lifting there. That word is not necessarily accurate to what's happening here in this present situation, but you know what I mean. And then there are sometimes the rubber band AI makes it feel like, well, you're not winning as significantly as you should be. Maybe that's how Jonah feels too, though, for that matter. Maybe Jonah's doing so well up there, Jonah feels like he should be smashing me even further than he is. Other than that, I'd say, well, you're winning well enough already. Oh, no! My shell. I keep seeing this guy called Isaiah Martin joining people's streams. He then boasts about how cool his name is and then disappears. That's interesting. I mean, it is a cool name. Good for him for being proud of it. We'll say that. I think liking your name is as important as anything. And frankly, you could always change your name, too, if you don't like it. More power to you if you do that. Lots of shrooms. I see Jonah. Oh, God, am I going to touch first place? Briefly. Briefly, yes. Here we go. Let's ride it out. Let's ride it out. We can do this. I wish he was right behind me there. He was not. Okay, we're wasting a lot of time going left and right there. Maybe not time, but precious moments, precious inches, shall we say, that could otherwise be helping me propel myself forward. A coin. Delicious. See, I don't need the coins. The coins don't help me. The coins just... Apparently... Oh, wow. He almost got me with the green... Oh, he did get me the green shell. What the crap was that? Bouncing off the walls. Amazing. I got a boomerang and the speaker. Doesn't actually help me. I think I just destroyed the blue shell that was going to help me beat him. Isn't that lovely? All right, red shell. Go get him. Did the red shell work? I don't think it did, but there's a red shell coming for me. Isn't that swell? Well, we'll take second place once more. Jiminy Christmas. LP and Jonah, can you two maybe leave and rejoin? I've seen that, resolve it a couple times. I will. Sure, the funniest part about my name is that 9 times out of 10 people mispronounce it. Dylan Moole. Do I pronounce it incorrectly? I hope not. I sadly still can't join since Chris. I'm sorry. That is sad. Sure thing. I will leave and re-enter. And we shall see how that affects anything at all. Hopefully in a positive manner. Boom shakalaka. Rest in peace, says Mega Eevee. Indeed, the blue shell is OP. It's true. The blue shell is the great equalizer that just scroodles the noodle of anyone finding themselves in first place. Unless, of course, you got the speaker. All right, I have left and rejoined. And I ain't going to pick anything just yet. I'm just going to hang out here for a second. Oh, it's pronounced mole. Dylan Mole. I see. There we go. We've got 2 people now. There we have it. I still don't see Mega Eevee, but we shall see. Unless it gives me a countdown timer here, then I'm gonna have to pick a course real quick. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. No spilling the coffee this time. We once played a round of Mario Kart with just rockets. It was pretty fun, says Ice. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds real fun. Very chaotic, too, because it'd be like constantly. All right, let me do Choco Mountain. Oh. I mean, Ninja Hideaway is good, too. It worked, says Pikmin Pro. Welcome. There's literally not dozens of us, but a third of a dozen, and that's close enough. Boom shakalaka. Pikmin Pro says, wait, it only did on Einscreen. Well, I'm there. Now, I see you. I see you here. You're very much in the race. Hopefully it lets you stick around, but not in the top 3 placing. Okay, that if you start to get into the top 3, then it's going to kick you again. So just be sure to keep that in mind. Just in case. What are you doing, Pikmin Pro? You're up there in 2nd place. I see you. That's not where you're meant to be. Oh, my God. Apparently, I'm not meant to be either. Goodness gracious. Zachary has assaulted me. I see Zachary down there. I like Zachary's me. I like that a lot, actually. Many people actually take the time to produce some really sweet characters. Mine's extraordinarily basic. It's just a dude with a mustache, which is, I suppose, relatively accurate, so maybe that's fine. But there's some people I've seen out there that make straight-up replicas of characters like Sonic and Knuckles and things like that, and it's really neat. Really incredible. The creativity of people is something that will always impress me. Won't it? Jiminy Christmas. We cried with laughing, says Icelor. That's the best type of crying. Frankly, that's the only good type of crying. Is it? Yeah, I would say so, right? Because if you're crying and you're not happy, you're crying and you're sad, and being sad is usually relatively bad. Certainly not cause for being glad. Oh, God, barely. Finding ourselves in 3rd. Can we get more than that, please? If I use the... Would that... I did. It did help. Okay. The mushroom in the sky. Sounds like something illegal, but it's fine. Hasn't actually helped me in terms of placing, you know, but whatever. That's okay. Happy tears are the best tears. Glad we are in agreement, Ice Lord. Any relation to the Ice King? Oh, buddy. Dang, Pikmin Pro is ahead of Jonah. And Jonah is ahead of me by like 500 feet. At least. It's bananas. Absolutely bananas. But I do have red shells. Hopefully that helps. Go! My calcium minions. That hit someone. That hit the wall. So did I. Oh boy. Don't want to do that. That hit nothing? What was that? That just popped on the banana peel. That's not helpful. Banana peels are not meant to be assaulting like that. Please do not use the shells on the banana peels. Don't use the shells on yourself. Holy cow. I almost just caboodled my scroodle. A little bit dangerous there. I prefer the red shells. The red shells are far nicer. The red shells are far easier to control. The red shells are more amicable. Well, find ourselves in 3rd place. I guess that's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. 3rd place is better than something else, right? Yeah, that's math. I'm getting something for my friend in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I might hop on. Ooh, what are you getting? Is it furniture? Is it clothing? Is it a fruit? Or is it just a big old sack of bells? What could it be? What could it be? Hold on. I'm going to join the Mario, says Pikmin Pro. Okie dokie. And we have a 5th member. Hey, everyone. Really look forward to playing Mario Kart with you on Mondays in the future, says Luke RS. Welcome. Welcome to Mario Monday. Indeed. We look forward to that as well. Hopefully, you know, maybe not pushing me even further down the leaderboard, but if it happens, that's okay too. That's okay too. Dylan says, I make stupid memes of random things I think of. I'm the nerd emoji. Hey, that's cool too. That's still creative and I appreciate it all the same. All right, we're thwomping. I'm taking a bit of a fast from video games to focus on other important things, but I'll absolutely play in the future. More power to you, dude. That is an important thing to do, and good on you for realizing that you needed to do it in the first place. That's awesome. Clothes, says Mega Eevee. Hey, clothes are great. And Mustang Man says, yes, I'm still here. There we go. Diliano from Ireland. Love that. Love the diversity here. Alrighty. That was weird. The countdown kind of delayed a little. Oh, God, I've blown my engine. Thankfully, Pikmin Pro did it as well. In solidarity, no doubt. We will blow our engines together. Very good. But my holy bitty buddy is being besmirched. And now I'm in 6th place. Isn't it great? I see Zachary up there as Zelda. Yes, Zelda. The Legend of... oh, God. That's what I get for looking somewhere else other than where I'm driving. I get run into the wall. And finding myself still in 6th place, which I suppose is fine. To run into the wall and not really lose any placing. Let's get rid of the fire flower and just start scattering some potassium everywhere. Potassium peels. Only the best. Another fellow European. Yay, says IceLord93. Fun fact as well, Pikmin Pro the mod is also European. Indeed he is. There's actually a decent amount of European presence as well, because I know Jessie Pohl is probably one of the more frequent commenters on a lot of the videos. She doesn't hang out so often in the streams, but she does watch pretty much everything and comments on pretty much everything as well. And she is in Germany. And it's fun because I can like look at the analytics of YouTube and see like where the most prevalent viewership comes from. And most of it does come from the United States, but then after that it's like all over Europe. Pretty much all of Europe in some capacity, which is really neat. And it's just telling me more and more that I need to go back. I haven't been to Europe since I was 12 years old. I went to France and Germany. And I would greatly love to go back. I really would. I hate being called a nerd, or the nerd emoji rather, when correcting someone, says Fan of Yoshi. It is kind of rude. it is kind of rude, because there is nothing wrong with being sure things are, factually correct. I think that fact-checking is good, provided, of course, it's also not done in a rude way, really. Anything can be done in a rude way. So, as long as we're not doing that, everything's cool, in my opinion. I was pretty active during your Golden Sun Let's Plays. I remember. And I appreciate it for it. Because Golden Sun is one of my... Oh, God. Ooh. Golden Sun is one of my favorite franchises, and I really want to play Dark Dawn. Because I have not yet. That is the one that I have not played. It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. 4th place. My giblets. Funny. The more people that show up, the more people that start to participate in this, the further I get pushed down the rungs. Beep, 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 beep. Wait, Pikmin, where are you from again? Yes, the Netherlands. Dang it, you LP, says Mustang Man. Hey, dude, I gotta beat someone. It's fine. I'm gonna go random for this one and drink some coffee as well. Well, look at that. We're almost, exactly 60% wanting the Choco Land. Maybe that's where we'll end up, huh? Oh, no, look at that. Jonah comes out up top. Join the Mario Buggy Bud combo army, everyone. There is a lot of us. And it is beautiful. It is true. Do you have any European heritage, LP? I do. I mean, it's pretty far up the, what do you want to call it, the family tree. But I know that my grandma, her family hails from Ireland. And then my grandpa, they're all from, like, I want to say straight, just Britain. But they've been essentially Americans since, like, the 17th century. So that probably doesn't quite count as much. But the Irish side of my family, they came over, like, in the 19th century. So slightly more recent. And then on my dad's side, my grandparents are all, like, Native American and Hispanic. I'm kind of a mixed bag, shall we say. I've got a lot going on. Oh. Another agreement. Golden Sun is amazing. Just don't get too high expectations for Dark Dawn, says Icelord. Interesting. And why do you say that? I'm curious. Because I suppose I haven't heard like a whole lot of glowing reviews about it. But I thought part of that was just, I don't know. This is just because of who I've spoken to and they just haven't played it. Is it really not that great? I'm scared now. Because the first two Golden Sun games, I thoroughly enjoy. I mean, part of that's nostalgia as well, since I grew up playing them. They were some of the 2 Game Boy Advance games that I played the most of on car trips and otherwise. Oh boy, please refrain. Dark Dawn is an amazing game, but it's the least of the series. I see. Okay. Well, that's fair then. At least it's still a good game in its own right, but it is perhaps not as good as the other two. And that makes sense. And I guess I could have expected that. I wonder if they'll ever reboot that franchise. Or maybe not reboot it, but give it more attention again in the future. Because, oh, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's do that. It's fine. It's fine. Because that alongside Mother are two Nintendo franchises, two RPG franchises too. In that same vein, that I feel need more. I know a lot of people are like, Mother 3 wrapped it up. That's it. It's done. And then, of course, you know, you got to worry about what Shigesato Itoi would think of it. He's got to sign off in some capacity. Well, I would, you know, maybe it's just being selfish. I would love more. I would love more Mother. I really would. Bullet Bill. Hey, yo. Love it. Mega Eevee says, I loved Dark Dawn. Well, there we go. I mean, that makes sense. There's going to be varying opinions across the board. Naturally, as we are all human. Right? Guess I don't know that for a fact, but I'd have to assume the probably. Oh, God. I am... No one additional joined, and I still got bumped back down the list even further as Zachary Beachy overtakes me. My goodness. The story's fantastic, says IceLord93, but there is some depth missing. You get 2 complete parties of new members, and the last 2 characters are interesting characters, but you don't get to know them, really. I see. I see. So there's room for improvement, no doubt, is what that means. Jonah, Jesus, you threw 12 red shells at me this race. Calm down. Jonah is a red shell maniac. Concerning Dark Dawn, though, I guess that just tells me, again, they need to reboot the franchise and make another one. And take the feedback from Dark Dawn and improve it even further. There's nowhere to better put it. I'm extremely white and born Irish. My dad is fully British. My mom is half German. You're about as European as they come, my friend. And that's cool. Europe's got a ton of heritage, and I appreciate that. I think that's what, like, historical heritage. I don't know. Like, is that even the right word? I don't know. But I think that's what appeals to me the most about Europe is all the history. Right, because there's history in America too. There's plenty of monuments and stuff like that. But by and large, the United States is a relatively young country. Like, it really is, comparatively, especially to places in Europe where there are buildings there. You know, there are pubs and taverns that are older than the United States by no small margin either. I think the oldest tavern, the oldest pub in the world is in Ireland, and it's like from like the 12th century or something crazy like that, like 1,000 years almost. Ridiculous. And that, okay, thank you. And that sort of stuff just really, like, gets me excited. Like, I would just love to just be there and smell it and feel it and just, sounds awesome. So, to summarize, I'm going to Europe sometime. I need to. I really want to. Golly gee williker. Europe and Japan. And I know Europe's a whole gosh darn continent, so that's kind of vague. But there's just so much of it I want to see. I mean, there's so much of the world I want to see. And maybe I do need to start being more picky if I really, truly want to iron out a travel situation. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that the first place I will go when I start to travel internationally once more will be Japan. Will be Japan. Even though I just went on this whole spiel about Europe and stuff, I think Japan would probably take precedence. It would take priority over the European nations. And then we'll work towards that. And we'll see. Ultimately, travel's not cheap. All right, travel is difficult to do, especially when it's, you know, so far away. Maybe travel in general can be cheap. Like if I'm gonna travel down to the grocery store, that's probably not the most expensive trip in the world, but it's not the travel I'm speaking of. International travel, specifically coming from America, can get quite expensive. Shoot, it's even expensive to travel to places in America. You know, like if I want to go to Hawaii, it's like $800 just for the plane. It's ridiculous. But, you know, it is an island, and there are certain costs associated with transporting people and their luggage that far. But you get what I'm saying. It's almost prohibitive in some capacity. My God. Just like all of these people that are prohibiting me from placing. Nah, I'm a robot. That's why I can never pass the last questions on forums, says Luke RS. Well, so kind of you to be so forthcoming with your non-human nature. I do appreciate you for sharing that with us. Or is that what you want us to think? We don't actually know. There's no better way to put it. Dang it, me. I would have beat you, Pikmin, says Mustang Man. You're definitely right. Travel is expensive, says Luke RS. you know what? Everything is expensive. Life is expensive. They should definitely make a fourth part of the Golden Sun franchise, says IceLord93, but it doesn't look like they will. It is true. It is a dead franchise at the moment. It is encouraging, though. The whole Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pass at this point, everything that they're choosing to put on and not put on those services, I think is encouraging for the IPs going forward, and also slightly discouraging all the same. Because it's still weird to me that they don't have Banjo-Tooie on there, on the N64. They've had Banjo-Kazooie almost since its inception. Like, it was one of the first few that they put on there. Banjo-Tooie when? Where is that? And Donkey Kong 64? Like, they clearly have a relationship with Rare since they just put GoldenEye on there. I mean, they didn't just. I suppose at this point that was months ago, but that was, I think, the most recent Rare edition, or Jet Force Gemini. Either which way, they're putting Rare stuff on there. Where is Banjo-Tooie? Where is Banjo-Tooie? We don't know. I mean, if you have international friends, you can travel pretty cheap, says IceLord93. When I went to the States, we paid $650 for the flight. My God, I know how to read. And then we stayed at my best friend's aunt's. That is a good point. That is a good point. When you can work things out with people for lodging, for accommodations like that, that is helpful. And that has actually been a big deal as far as my travels in the United States, why it's worked. Because I do have, friends and family like all over. That has helped. So I guess that just means I need family in Europe. I'm going to start adopting some family in Europe. That's the choice. That's what's going to happen now. There we go. Oh, Bitcoin Pro says Banjo-Tooie, Donkey Kong 64. Those aren't the weird exclusions. Smash Bros isn't on there, and that's extremely weird. That is pretty weird, too. I will give you that. That one is a big, heavy hitter that should be on there. And frankly, it is strange that it's not. Mega Eevee says Pokemon MD is coming to Game Boy Advance Online. Heck yeah. Dylan says, are you on Twitch, too, right now? I am. I do the multi-stream thing because... why not? Ever since Twitch released the restrictions for affiliates doing this, I'm all over it, and it's not too difficult for me to keep up with both chats because, frankly, usually the viewership on Twitch is non-existent because Twitch, don't be offended when I say this, but Twitch sucks for discovery. It just does. Twitch will not help you see people that you haven't already seen or that you already follow. It's going to happen. Oddly and randomly, but it's just not a good, consistent experience. YouTube is far better at letting the smaller creators, shall we say, get some impressions or some viewership. So, long-winded way of saying yes. I am also live on Twitch right now. We do both. YouTube's the priority, though, since they take better care of me. Ugh. I'm free for adoption, says IceLord93. Well, there we go. Well, there we go. I'll keep that in mind. I'll get the paperwork. We'll send it over. All right. Still fifth place. Still fifth place. Still fifth place. We have the remake of the Mystery Dungeon on Switch and the Red Rescue Team coming to the Game Boy Advance. What we need as well, speaking of weird omissions from NSO, Pokemon Gen 1. It was my understanding, at least initially, that they wanted to continue to sell Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go oh, God. They wanted to continue to sell the Let's Go games, and since those are Kanto games, maybe they felt that putting Gen 1 would kind of offset the sales a little bit in some capacity. I don't know. This is business mumbo-jumbo. But now, at this point, those games have been out for years, and maybe it's an issue with the Pokemon Company or something, a Game Freak, I don't know. But they should be on there. At the very least, Gen 1 should be on there. Truthfully, there should be 1, 2, and 3 on there, all right? They really should. They really should. I declare it. I also declare that I have found my way back into fourth. I wonder when the Gen 5 remakes are coming, says Ice Lord. That is a good question. Gen 5 Pokemon, when did they do Diamond and Pearl? At this point, that was, 2019? So like 5 years ago now at this point? Or was it more recent than that? I think that was how long ago it was. Either which way, you would think that they'd be having those announced at the very least by now, and they have it. The next Pokemon Presents is a couple months away. Oh, God. 6th place. My God. Oh, boy. So maybe that'll be something that comes up in the next Presents. We'll see. At the present time, at least, they are pretty focused, it would seem, on Pokemon Legends, the next one, coming out in early 2025, which will be interesting to see. I'm excited for that. I really am. Mustang Man, yes, third, finally. Nice job. I've got a little extra sleeping place with a kitchen attached to my house for when Grandpa gets too old to live on his own. You can stay there if you want to go on vacation to the Netherlands, LP. Thank you, Pikmin. I appreciate that. The Grandpa Suite would be pretty sweet, in fact, and it would be lodging accommodations like we're talking about. I appreciate you. Scrolling through. I'll have to ask my parents first, but you know it could work. It's true. It's true. And having something that could work, frankly, is like 90% of the battle. Sometimes you don't even have that. Sometimes you just have an idea of something that probably won't work. But this might. Okie dokie. I have chained together like 5 or 6 4th, 5th, and 6th places. Awful. Can we get a top 3? Maybe. We'll see. I like this course a lot. So that bodes some sort of goodness, perhaps. At the very least, it instills some small sense of confidence in my own self, which is, again, as we're talking, like 60% of the battle. Diliano, I'm coming your way, buddy. I got the red shell. Oh, he defended it. You dastardly demon, how could you? LP, you can live in my 45 by 50 by 50 centimeter cage if you come to Ireland. Wow, that sounds particularly spacious. You know, a room like that in New York City will be $5,000 a month. Truthfully, would I fit? Would I fit? That is maybe, probably, in some capacity, like an animal. But I'm 222 pounds, otherwise known as, I think, exactly 100 kilograms when I weighed myself today. I am a heavy boy. I have lots of weights. Ugh. I guess Gen 5 remakes will come after the release of Gen 10, says IceLord93. So was Scarlet and Violet Gen 9? I still haven't played Scarlet and Violet 2, which is something I desperately need to do and want to do. And I have them available to me now, by the way. I know I mentioned months ago that I didn't. I do now. And I can't think of the right way to play them. And it's part of the, I don't know if problem is the right way of putting it, but sometimes I will refrain from playing something because it's like, well, I want to record it. You know, I want to record it and put it up on the internet because that's just what I do, and I enjoy doing that. But then it's like, well, I'm already doing that for Ocarina of Time, and then I already have the next series planned. And then it's like, when do I do that? When do I have time for that? I want to do so many things. There's so many games to play. It's a good problem to have, for certain. Please don't take it as a complaint, because it really isn't. Oh, either which way, Ocarina of Time, since we're talking about it, that's probably going to finish this week. And then the next series will start whenever that ends. And it'll be a Serena series. Yes, finally, it's been a long time, not since Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Hey-o, Pikmin. I got you right at the end there with my shell. Yeah, not quite top 3, but I'll take top 4. That's fine. I got Mario Karted. Scarlet and Violet are fine. I like the game, says IceLord93. Well, good. Those are another couple that got, I feel like, shall we say, varying reviews from people. And so did Legends, right? The first Pokemon Legends game. I really enjoyed that one as well. And I know that a lot of people had problems with it. Yes, second, random chat sponsor from Temu, says Dylan. Temu? Temu is an interesting sort of place. They have deals, right? My father-in-law ordered these pieces of equipment for his business. He runs a construction company, and they're meant to like hold up cabinets on the wall so that you can screw them in and put them, but it'll hold them in place for you. So it kind of saves you hands, right? If you don't have someone there to physically hold it, you can have these hold it. And they came like out of size. Like there's a specific size those are supposed to be. And these were like very close to what they were supposed to be, but like 10% off. And it's like, well, I can't even use these because then the cabinets would be like 10% unstable. It's weird. I don't have any other experience with Temu, but whenever I hear someone mention it, that's instantly what I think about. Brianna Reederer, good morning. Good morning and happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's the start of what will be a great week for all of us. I just know it. Positivity. All right, that's the name of the game. Positivity and optimism are my 2 favorite flavors during Christmas. Even though I'm not exactly having a whole lot of those here in the Mario Karting. Talking about all that vacation, I'm sadly going home from it tomorrow. Well, Pikmin, I've got to say, you of all people, you are the vacation queen, or the trip king, or the prince of patrolling different countries. I don't know, but I feel like you've gone on a lot of trips, my friend. When's your next one? I bet you already have one scheduled, don't you? You're going home from one tomorrow. You're probably going to leave for another one the next day. Dylan says, would you buy a $2 car and replacement for all of your personal info? Interesting question. Yeah, I would. Because all my personal info is already friggin' out there. I am an open book. And I have been on the internet far too long to have any secrets anymore. That's for certain. But I know that that's not the case for everyone. And I worked for a long time in cybersecurity, so I do understand the importance of data security and data privacy. So for all the people that are big on that, I completely get it. Oh, God. Barely stayed on there. But, hey, barely finding a way into 4th as well. I've never played Legends, to be honest, says Ice Lord. I didn't like it. Hey, that's fair. It is an interesting departure from the standard gameplay loop of Pokemon, and maybe that's why I liked it, just the different aspect of it. But it could use some refinement. But couldn't we all? Can I bust through this? Oh, I can. Give me going this way. Watch out, Peachette. I'm going this way. And I'm bullet billing. Holy giblets, I'm bullet billing. That is helpful. Take the steering out of my hands. Bring me up to Jonah. Oh, Jonah. You shouldn't have ran from me, buddy. If you didn't run, then I could have hit you, and it would have been great. It would have been lovely. Pikmin Pro, you gotta go. Yeah, don't touch me. I'm diseased. I have the superstar power, and it will give you lots of hives and a chilly rash as well. Not to be confused with hives. This is a separate rash. Yeah. Oh, God. Don't touch me, Red Shell. No, Jonah. Oh, God. No. No, I was in second. I was in second, and I was just inches from the finish line. It was right there. Oh, my God. Me too. I'm way too open to be on the internet, LOL. But who cares, says Ice Lord. That's where I'm at, man. The dominating begins, says Dylan. And so it begins. The great dawning of our time. Jiminy Christmas. Well, let's go random. I don't feel particularly strong about any of those. Just got 4th, said Mustang Man. Yeah, I saw you pass me as I was lying in the road, squealing and reeling after being hit by that shell. Oh, it was disturbing. Very disturbing. Then I passed you, LP. Oh, where are we at? In the standings, I'm still with the second most points, but Pikmin Pro is catching up as well as Zachary Beachy. Jiminy Christmas. You know, Dylan, I wasn't expecting you to be any good at Mario Kart, says Pikmin Pro. Well, at least you're honest. Dylan is killing, shall we say. He is very, very much dominating. I told my friend about you, LP, says Mega Eevee. What did you tell him? Hopefully something good. Would you tell him, yeah, I know this weird guy on the internet who has a mustache and is really loud and obnoxious, but he plays good games. Or maybe. You said that you enjoyed it. You had a good time. Hopefully something along those lines. Truthfully, though, you could have said any of those and they'd be 100% accurate. And that's okay. Several times now, a red shell symbol has popped up behind me and then disappeared, so I gotta say that someone is looking out for me back there, and I am appreciative of it. To check you out, says Mega Eevee. Well, there we go. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Word of mouth is the one kryptonite to the YouTube algorithm. Like I said, YouTube algorithms, it's better than the Twitch recommendation system, but it is still not perfect. And by golly, if I had my way, I would have my channel get recommended to more people because I'm selfish like that. But word of mouth does, shall we say, bypass that. Because if you tell someone, hey, go look at this, they might ignore you. They might be like, yeah, whatever. Or they might actually go check it out and like it. So either which way, it's cool that you did that. I appreciate it. Let's just go this way. Yeah. Shortcuts. Let's touch the Goombas. Haha. See you later. And I called you a friend, says Mega Eevee. We are friends. We are all friends here. And that is something that I appreciate. All right, because you can't spend time hanging out with random people, at least with the significance that we all do here, and call them a friend, then who can you call a friend, right? Like, I like people, I like friends. And we make lots of, I'm in first! He says as he goes off track. Pikmin Pro and Diliano. Away they go. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Oh, God. And there's the green shell. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, boy. And who's this now? Who's finding their way? Right as we approach the end. Can I beat Diliano? No, not quite. Take fourth again, though, I suppose. That's something. Ugh, I beat Jonah. Wow, look at that. Like Jonah's been in first and second for way too long. Good to see them knock down a peg ever so slightly. Into fourth. Or fifth, excuse me. Look at that, I was in fourth. Alrighty. I like Waluigi Stadium. That's a fun one. And so does Diliano. Look at that. And I also told him about my other YouTube friend, says Mega Eevee. Good, you are evangelizing, and I love that. Thanks for not believing me, Pikmin, says Dylan. Pikmin has doubts about people. Mustang Man 1500 nabbed second. Well done, dude. Well done. I wish that were me. Maybe it will be. Maybe it will be in the Calamari Desert. Ooh, not to be confused with Calamari Incantation. We talked about Splatoon last week. What is Daisy riding? What is that? Weird, it's kind of unsightly. Cade's Arcade, a little late, but how's it going, everyone? Good morning and happy Monday, dude. It is, you know, it's going. It's going particularly well for some of us. Not going to name any names, but some people are placing first and second with a high level of frequency that I find disturbing. But it's, oh God, so many shells. My goodness. Did you ever play Hogwarts Legacy? Asked Ice Lord. I have not yet played Hogwarts Legacy. That's one that Mega Eevee was actually recommending a lot as well. And it's one that Serena, my wife, wanted to play too. We just have not made it happen. Oh. There you go, Pikmin. Yes, did you like it? Did you like the shell? I hope it treats you well. I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna slap up Wario with it. It's gonna be great. Oh, yeah. Sorry, dude. Is that someone? Or is that a CPU? Show me your name. I guess it should show me the name by now, which means that it's... Oh, what is this? Barely missing the train. Yeah, it would show me a name if it wasn't a CPU. I see. Oh, I see. We'll send this off Diliano's way, and I'm gonna fly away. Well, that was a little bit less than I had hoped for, but whatever, it's fine. Get Jonah. Yeah, the bank shot. Still in 5th place. I'm doing so well. I'll tell them about my other friends as well. Sometime, says Mega Eevee. All things in due time, of course. You've got to pace yourself, naturally. As is the way. Give me the double. Give me the double. And Piranha Plant? Sure. Wario, come here. I want this Piranha Plant gone so I can use the blue shell. It's the last lap. It's the last lap. Ah! Go! No! Let's throw that. Sure. I'm in 7th. What the crap? How goes the racing LP, says Brianna. How many have you won? Oh, God. I have won 0. Oh, God. I haven't done too terribly well, Brianna. These people are good. I think the best, I placed a second like once or twice. Otherwise, I'm finding myself hovering around, well, where you see me now. Pikmin Pro says, I lost to a CPU. Me too. Me too. Another great game, a few too many spiders, but still a great game, says Ice Lord. Sounds like you'd have the same problem with it that Serena would have with it. Serena is horrendously frightened by spiders. She had a brown recluse lay eggs in her back when she was a wee child, and ever since then has held a vengeful grudge against spiders, as you might imagine. Anyway, wow, Dylan, you got 400 hours in this game. It's crazy. You know what? That makes sense. Now we know why Dylan has been winning. Oh, God. bagging wins left and right. All of the dubs. Do it all day, all night. For Dylan. That's incredible. And Pikmin Pro says that's double him. Pikmin Pro, you've got 200 hours in this? Dude. I wonder how many I have. I think I have like 40. Maybe. Virtually all of my Mario Kart 8 time at this point has been spent right here with you guys. So you have gotten to see me improve before your very eyes. Slight improvements. Mustang Man says I've got like 20 hours. Yeah, see that you and I are probably pretty close there. Oh, well, there is the anti-arachnophobic mode on Hogwarts Legacy, but I think it's even worse than the normal mode. That is interesting that they have that, and actually kind of cool from an inclusivity perspective that would be considered, because that's not always the case, right? Oftentimes it's like the experience is the experience. Don't play the game if you don't like it. I do appreciate that they would put that as something that you can choose. But with you mention, oh God, no, see you later. Someone threw a red shell after me. That's rude. I'm already flying off the stage. Why you gotta add insult to injury and assault me like that? Dastardly. Give me a, oh darn. At this part of the stage, I always want a mushroom so I can just burn through that instead of swerving. It just feels nice. I don't know that it actually helps me all that much, but it feels nice. You know what I'm saying? It's just a nice little shortcut. And I like shortcuts when they're helpful, when they feel helpful, at the very least. Because feeling helpful is just as good as it actually being helpful. It's all about the placebo effect, you know what I'm saying? All right, green shell time. Pikmin Pro. Oh, no. Someone else. Anyone else. Because I needed this. Woo-wee! Woo! I got him! How did I get him? How did I do it? That was crazy. Good luck, my friend. Hi, Chris. Good morning and happy Monday. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, God. Come on. Give me a mushroom. Oh, even better. Even better. The golden mushroom and the star. That's going to take me pretty far. It took me all the way back into third place. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I didn't get the proper usage out of that gold mushroom. I always forget that the gold mushroom is not limited by its uses, but instead by time. Or maybe it's both. Maybe it's both, right? Maybe there's a finite amount of uses, and if you use those real quickly, it goes away. But I keep having it stripped from me after a time. Oh, that stinks, dude. I threw the red shell just slightly too late and didn't get the boxes. Why? I want the boxes. I need the items. Jonah's up here chilling with his shells, and we're on the third lap. Give me something good. Something good here. Golly gee williker. Get me through. Get me through. I'm in fourth. No. Oh, God. Oh. Morton says, LPB stealing my idea. What have I stolen? What have I done? I'm sorry. I don't want to steal things. I don't know. Chris, of course you can join. If you look in the description of the stream, you will see that there is a tournament code. So punch that baby in and come in here and beat me. Just like everyone else. Just like everyone else. Gold mushroom disappears through time, says Pikmin Pro. So I guess the lesson here is just mash the friggin' R button, huh? And just go. Just use that baby up. I'm streaming Hogwarts Legacy from time to time, says Ice Lord. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. How have you been doing that long? Because as I understand it, it is a relatively expansive game that you could probably get a crap ton of hours out of. Dylan says, I have 2,800 hours on YouTube on the Switch, says Dylan. I have a lot of hours on the Switch as well on YouTube. Because there'll be a lot of times where I have a 3-monitor setup here, and I use 2 of them for the PC and 1 of them for the Switch. And there are times now where I'll be like editing stuff on the PC or doing thumbnails or whatever, and then the Switch will be playing YouTube here on my left, and I'll just be like casually listening or watching. I've been watching all of Chugga Conroy's newest stuff, actually, which has been great to see him return over the course of the last week and a half or so. But occasionally I'll check out other streams, other content, and that's really accumulated a lot of hours, shall we say. LP has like 4,000 of, yeah, exactly, there we go. See, I've got a crap ton. I used to do Mario Kart Mondays, but now I do Mario Kart Wednesdays, says Morton. Well, there we go. You have passed the torch. It has been passed and accepted. And all is right in the world. We have refound balance. It's very good. I have 0 I joined the tournament, says Chris. Excellent. Which means that after this race, you will be put in with us, I believe, since we did just start it. Oh, I've been flattened. Delicious. Since we just started this one, it might try and put you in your own lobby, which is weird how it does that. But if it does, then just, leave and rejoin. And it should work itself out. Golly, gee williker. I'm getting screwed all over. My first playthrough took me about 120 hours for Hogwarts Legacy, says Ice Lord. It's a 100% run, and started the streams about 3 months ago. But I don't stream that often. Gotcha. 120 hours is pretty freaking solid. Even for 100%. That's a solid gaming experience. I think Tears of the Kingdom, I didn't 100% it completely, but I did most of it, and I'm still actually working on the Koroks, as we see, for the stream schedule, just for fun. But I spent probably about 120 hours on that as well. And I am actually excited to continue hunting Koroks on that tomorrow and Thursday. We'll have Tears of the Kingdom Tuesday, and That's a Lot of Koroks Thursday, we'll call it. We love our alliterations. And then Free for All Friday. Speaking of Friday, you guys are picking the game for Friday. So if you want to participate in picking that game, go to the Discord where people are hashing it out. Right now, Terraria is the game in the lead for the Friday stream, but that's subject to change. I got to go eat my final dinner of the vacation now. See you all. Enjoy your meal, Pikmin. I hope it is delicious and nutritious, for that matter. As soon as I get my capture card set up, I'm going to stream Golden Sun, believe it or not. Nice! Ice Lord, I hope that goes well. That's going to be a lot of fun. And what capture card are you getting? Because I need to get a new capture card. My capture card is old, decrepit, and perhaps not as efficient as it should be. Sorry if you've answered this before, but what's your favorite Mario Kart? Asks Cade's Arcade. That is a good question. I think Double Dash probably is my favorite, just because of the unique nature of it, right? Like, that mechanic came and went. It was here for that one Mario Kart, and it has since fallen by the wayside. I'd love to see it return, even if only in like an alternate game mode. I think that'd be super cool. I sent you a request. Can you please accept it? Said Chris. A request? Well, you don't need a request for it, I don't think. You just hop on in. Oh, and you blow your engines too. Jiminy Christmas. Dylan, are there options for the stream? So, yes. I mean, they're extraordinarily wide options. I mean, if I just have no reasonable way of playing the game, it's not going to work. But pretty much whatever, you throw it out there, and if people agree and it becomes the consensus, then that'll just be what it is, and I'll play whatever. So there are options, but they're varied, we'll say. Roundabout way. Oh God, may I ask, what does LP stand for? That stands for Luke Perez. That's my name. My name is Luke Perez, and I do Let's Plays, which also is LP. Therefore, these are Luke Perez's Let's Plays, or LPs. And there you have it. Same here. I'm shocked they haven't tried it again, says Cade's Arcade, referring, of course, to Mario Kart Double Dash for the Nintendo GameCube. I know. I think that there is room for that to return, but we need to get more people talking about it. Because at this point, obviously, they're well into developing the next Mario Kart. And if that's not a part of it, by this point, then it's probably just not going to be a part of it, which is too bad. So we need to make much noise. We need to go out into the streets and scream for Double Dash style racing. We'll probably all get arrested, but it's fine. It's publicity. Beautiful. I got a cheap one from Temu, says Ice Lord. Hey, well, there you go. See, so the capture card I am using and have used since the inception of my channel is a cheapo capture card. I got it off of Amazon for like $20, and it's worked to serve my purposes, but I would definitely like to get an upgrade at some point. Because one thing it does have an issue with sometimes is it will overheat, which is, as you might imagine, problematic. What a fun name, says Brianna. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought it was clever, slightly, kudos to my parents for, naming me with those initials, but there we have it. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, God. It's gone. Cool. There we go. Luke Prez. The so-said heavy boy. It's true. The heavy boy. That's what they called me in middle school. Alrighty. Bullet Bill, take me away. Pass Zachary Beachy. Yes, pass Jonah. Yes! Ha ha! Well done, Bullet Bill. I appreciate you. Excellent. Very good. Where does that put us in the standings here? Oh, it just passed. I missed it, didn't I? Well, whatever. We're probably still behind Jonah, and since Pikmin Pro left, we're probably not doing too bad. Chris says, can you accept my friend request on Switch, please? Well, I'll have to see, my dude. I don't have any requests on here. I probably have to back out and everything. But we will look into that after the end of this. Truth be told, I don't really have a whole lot of friends on here. And also, my things are all private, so we'll see. My fave Mario Kart is Mario Kart Wii, says Mustang Man. I think that's also Brianna's favorite, if I remember correctly. And that is a good one. That is a classic. The shirt does get a bit of tight on the arms, says Ice Lord. Truthfully, all my shirts get tight on the arms. All of them. And if I buy a shirt larger than extra large, then it just starts to look like a dress. Because I am not like, I mean, I'm I guess averagely tall. I'm 6 foot even. But I don't have like a long torso. So when I wear double XL shirts, they start to fit the arms better, but then they go down to my knees. And it's like, well, you know, maybe if I could afford a tailor, I could get some more reasonably fitting things. But, you know, for the time being, at least in the summer, I just don't wear sleeves all that often. Especially when I'm outside. Especially. Jiminy Christmas. Chris, did you send me one? Are you Christian? I think Chris is Christian. The racer here. Have you ever thought of what your channel name would have been if your initials weren't LP? Askades Arcade. I have not, actually. That's a good question. I don't even know. It would probably have to be some play on whatever my name was at that point. I think because my naming convention was somewhat inspired by Steven Plays. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. His name is Steven, and he's playing games. I get it. And that was where my head went, and I was like, what is my name? What is my name? My name is Luke. My name is Luke Perez, LP. Oh! So it probably would have followed some sort of similar pattern as that. If my name was Gilgamesh, it would have been Gilgamesh Plays or something. I don't know. We would have figured it out along those lines, though. No doubt about it. LP just casually mentioning he's buff is all get out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about buff. I don't know. Some people would say that. But I work out a lot because I don't know why. I just always have because it's fun and I'm good at it and I like to do that. And it's good to be healthy, too. But it produces a large body. So I guess, well, let's combine that. Let's say the constant working out and the constant eating, that combination. Because I really didn't start to get, like, more muscular and stuff until I was out of school, because I didn't really eat when I was a kid, when I was in high school and stuff, and even mostly through college. I just didn't eat a lot. But then after that, I was like, wow, you know, I really like food. I'll eat a lot. And then you gain weight, and then boom, you're 220 pounds. So, that's what happens. But it is fun, too, because this helps with cosplay. As Serena and I have gotten more and more, like, into it, because there are some, like, more muscular characters that just make more sense. Like, if you guys have watched One Piece, a cosplay that I'm working on is Whitebeard, and that dude is huge. And I probably won't do it justice, but it'll be fun to try. Let's get this LP famous so he can afford a tailor, says IceLord93. There we go. That's the mission for the channel. We need this thing to blow up so that I can afford fitting clothes. I appreciate you. Who doesn't like food, says Dylan. That's great. That's true. That is absolutely factual. A teenaged LP didn't really like food, apparently. I was like 100 pounds. Same height I am now, so like 6 foot tall, but like just razor thin. Razor thin. Unhealthily so, to be honest with you. But as of my adult life, I have developed a strong taste for food. Of all kinds, too. Of all kinds. I don't know that there's a food I wouldn't try. I mean, there's probably not a whole lot of foods I haven't tried at this point either. Like, I have been very experimental. What's your favorite game on Switch, says Chris. That's a good question. I would I would say that that's always changing. At this moment, I mean, probably Tears of the Kingdom. For a long time there, it was Breath of the Wild, and I feel like Tears of the Kingdom expanded on everything that made Breath of the Wild great and improved on it. So I guess that would be my vote. But there's a lot of great games on the Switch. Pikmin 4 probably also gets a good mention there for me, and even Super Mario Odyssey, despite having not played it until relatively recently, earlier this year. Another great one. Really, the Switch Nintendo did a great job with it. Like, they continue to churn out quality games as well, even here late into its lifespan, which is admirable to say the least, right? They haven't just written it off and started to fill it with shovelware. So, how do I pick, really? We'll go with Tears of the King. I'm waffling here. Jiminy Christmas. It's breakfast time. And who's to say what's going to happen with the next console? I hope to giblets that they continue the pace that they set with the Switch. Because not only, like we're talking about them not filling it with shovelware, but it's a lot of games on the Switch. The Switch's library is expansive. In quality, you're getting me excited. I'm raving. And hopefully the next Nintendo console continues up on that path. We should all be so lucky, right? And truly Nintendo wants that as well, because that's how they're going to make money. You know, they continue making good things, people are going to buy the good thing. Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? It's a science. Holy cow. How do you keep your enthusiasm for wanting to work out? I'm in desperate need to lose weight, but lack the necessary enthusiasm to work out, says Brianna. A good question. I think part of it is just like my, like who I am as a person. Like, I'm very, like, I don't know if obsessive is the right word. Like, I don't know. I have certain neurodivergences, we'll say, that make me really, like, focus in on the things I like. You know? Like, I really like working out. I really like playing Nintendo games. I really like talking to people. And so I do all that aggressively, because if I don't, then I'll just get really depressed. So I know that probably isn't very helpful to you, Brianna, and I'm sorry. But that's what happens. I feel some sort of compulsory need to do it. I have to do it, otherwise I will get depressed. It's the Eiffel Tower and Finn Binley. Hi, hello. Sorry, I didn't get to you sooner. The chat back and forth with the Mario Kart is a work in progress, but I'm getting better at it. C'est la Tour Eiffel. I hope I pronounced that right, but I do love the emojis. Mustang Man says, that's like me with running. I have no motivation to keep on training. And that's fair. Running is a fun one, though. I do enjoy running. I end all of my workouts with a run, because it's a wildly different type of exercise than like lifting weights or powerlifting, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the cardiovascular exercise, moreover, just because it's like really, really important for health. Like, you want to keep your heart healthy, and that's the best way to do it. But it's one of those exercises, running, that is, that you can I can put on music and just, like, my mind goes blank, and I'm doing it. And then I look and it's like, oh my God, it's been half an hour. Where am I? What's going on? I'm catching up on you, LP, says Dylan. You are. You really are. You're probably going to catch me, if not this race, the next one. Oh, Mustang says, you guys want to know something? I trained for a 5K in 2 weeks. Dude, that's incredible. That's a short amount of time. How did that go? Did you enjoy yourself? I've done all of 3 5Ks, I think, in my entire life. And I had a decent amount of prep time for it, but I wouldn't say that they went particularly well. They were fun. We'll say they were fun. And Dylan continues to speak French in the chat. I don't know what he's saying. He says something about cheese. It looks like a cheese omelet. I know that from Dexter's Laboratory, and that's it. That's all I know. And then something about a mushroom. Now I'm hungry. That actually legitimately did make my tummy rumble. Oh boy, I'm falling. Mushrooms and eggs and cheese. Man, that's all you need, right? I would eat mushrooms, egg, and cheese every day of my life. I really would. It's delicious. Nintendo Brady. Hello yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Monday. It's a fun day. It's a Mario Monday, because we love alliterations, all right? Literary devices. Rhyming and alliterations, my 2 go-tos. Dylan, more French. Fan of Yoshi is also speaking French. What's happening? I don't understand. Oh, God. I'm going to go this way. Even though Dylan's over here, too. He's probably still speaking French, even if he's not typing it. He's thinking it. He's thinking in French. He can't be stopped. And Zachary changed his me. I didn't even know that. It looks like Luigi. Or even me. It's a brown-haired dude with a mustache, and that's something I can get behind. All right? I like brown hair and mustaches almost so much that, well, that's what I got going on in my head as well. Golden mushroom, as we learned, that expires due to time, not utilization. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, God. How are you reading chat and racing at the same time, asked Brianna. Very diligently. I don't know. Trying. Sometimes it makes me run into walls, but it's well worth the effort because I definitely enjoy talking with the people. Captain Moon Moon says, hola, hey, I know that one. I took Spanish in high school, but I don't know French. So thank you, Captain, for commiserating with me. Unless hola is also French. Maybe it is. I know French and Spanish have some similarities and crossover there. But I do not know. There's no way I could do that, and you do it like a pro, says Brianna. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am practicing and trying to be a professional. That is the goal, you know, which is why I'm just going to keep doing this. Number one, because it's fun. Number two, because there are plans and endeavors behind it. IceLord93 on Twitch says, I just had the Swiss version of mac and cheese for dinner. That sounds fantastic. How does that differ from like your stereotypical, I guess, American mac and cheese? Is it perhaps the cheeses that are different? Because I am all for that. I love cheese and pasta. Stop it. You're making me even hungrier. What's going on here? Captain Moon the Moon says, you're welcome, sir. Hey, look at that. I can translate some Spanish. Mustang Man says, I got 106th place out of almost 1,000 people for the 5K. This was my first 5K ever. That's really friggin' good, dude. So what is that? 100? We'll just round and say 100 out of 5,000. That's more than top 10%. Well done. Awesome job. Holy cow. You should do more. Have you done more? Because it sounds like you've got a knack for the racing that perhaps could take you places. Quite literally. Oh, you get it? Oh, and yes, my me is Luigi. Perfect. Glad I got it correctly. It's a well done, Luigi. Oh, Diliano! You took the double. Oh, and now there's trouble. How can you do this? Did you know that there's a coherent sentence? Buffalo, 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 buffalo? Says Mega Eevee. I did. Yes. That is one of those rare words that is, it's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective, it's multi-use, and it's amazing. Oh boy. I'm native to France, says Fan of Yoshi. That's awesome. We have a ton of European presence here. It's literally like the most prevalent audience is Europe. I mean, watch time and stuff tends to be the United States, at least according to analytics. But I guess part of the tracking for that also could be stunted in some way due to the privacy laws in Europe, which are far more, shall we say, developed than the privacy laws in the United States. So that is interesting. But my point is, a lot of European presence here in this community, and I freaking love it. Go, Golden Shroom. No! No! Did I ever tell you my last name is derived from German? I have German in me, yet never knew how to speak it, says Brianna Reederer. You have not, but I can definitely see that. Have you considered taking a German class? Because that would be cool. I know that when I went to school, we didn't have a whole lot of options, but German was one of them. I think we had French, Spanish, and German, and that was it. And I did Spanish. Espanol! Oh, God! Dang it, I'm in the grass. Don't get in the grass. Mario, the grass is... Oh, God. Even worse. Up on the wall. Stay away from me, Bullet Bill. Stay away from me. Oh, my God, Diliano. I thought Diliano was further ahead. Diliano was back behind me, and I'm going to touch the banana. Superstar. This is the third and final lap. We can just build up some semblance of ground here. It'll be great. Green shells. Green shells and grass. No way. Better cheese. We use Gruyere, not cheddar, and it has potatoes in it. And it is best with caramelized onions and applesauce. Oh, my God. What? That sounds delicious. As if I wasn't hungry already, Ice Lord. What is mac and cheese, but with potatoes and onions? Ooh. Ooh. I need it. Mustang Man says, I've only ever done 5 2Ks, or 2 5Ks. I know how to read. And that was last year. Well, there's still yet time, my friend. And I look forward to hearing more about that, because that's super cool. We had Spanish, French, and Japanese, says Cades. What? What? That's awesome. Where would that be? You got to grow up in like California or something for that. That is incredible. Oh, I would have been all over Japanese. I've taken some like online learning for Japanese. It hasn't really like stuck because, well, my memory is the suck for certain. But I would love to become conversationally proficient in Japanese, especially for when I go out there, right? Because that's something that's almost necessary. I mean, in this day and age, that you could probably get around just fine only knowing English, right? And there's all sorts of translation apps and things like that. But I would still love to be able to further immerse myself in the culture, at least a little bit with the language. Dylan says, I'm trying to be trilingual. Trilingual? Trilingual? So are you fluent in French then? Is that what you're saying? French and English? What's the third one that you're aiming for? Because that's incredible. We're going to have to hire you to teach the class languages, dude. That is another thing, I suppose, about Europe. There are a lot more bi, tri, quad. There's a lot of more languages in the immediate vicinity and a lot of people that speak multiple, and it's super cool. It was in Arizona, so more so because we had a teacher fluent and none for German or anything. Gotcha. Hey, you missed it earlier. We were talking about friggin' ovens, a.k.a. places in the summer that are hot. Arizona's probably the winner there, isn't it? Hey, cook some eggs on your friggin' sidewalk. Jiminy Christmas. I'm fluent in French, English, and German. Currently learning Spanish. Says IceLord93 on Twitch. That is crazy. IceLord's the teacher. Holy cow. French, English, and German? Dude, there was a power star back there. I wish I would have grabbed it. That's absolutely incredible. Smart people. Knowing multiple languages like that, it's really impressive. 4th place. Let's get up here. Who's ahead of me? Diddy Kong, Daisy, and Mario. Are those all people? Are there any? Those got to all be people. There's no way those are CPUs of any sort. We got mushrooms. We got mushrooms to do this. And we somehow didn't gain a single place despite the mushrooms. The game continues to hand us mushrooms. It's like, here, you're so far back. Take it, dude. Whatever. Good luck. Power Star. Coming up on Diddy Kong, but barely. It's not going to work, is it? It's Christian. Oh, Christian is grinding. Oh, God. No! It was so close. Yeah, I recently moved out of that oven, says Cade's Arcade. Definitely not missing it this summer. Yeah, I can't blame you. Even here in Colorado, we're hitting 100 degrees far more frequently than ever before. And it is hot. Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. Probably the best way to put it. All right. This will be the final race for me. Adios and have a great Mario Kart stream, says Captain Moon Moon. See you later, and thanks for the Spanish. Have a great day, dude. Mustang Man says, I underestimate myself in running because I was at the ocean the other day. The ocean floor, I was drowning! And probably ran about a mile. That's incredible. In the sand? Because that is tough, dude. But I know all about underestimating yourself. Self-doubt is a vicious beast. Dylan says, actually, I'm fluent in English and Irish, trying to learn French. Too bad Irish may as well not exist because of how dead it is. I see. And there it is. Yeah, it is somewhat dead because I wasn't even familiar with it, and that's my fault. I'm sorry. Chris says, LOL, I beat you. You did. You got right there. I was so close. So close, dude. But you persevered. I'll get you this time, though. Yes? Maybe? Hopefully? Fingers crossed, man. And we are headed to Chris's course for the final one. The Donkey Kong Mountain. My friends never knew how to play Mario Kart Wii, says Brianna, but with my tips, she's now better than me. The master has been beaten by her student. That's what I'm hoping for here. But good on you. for teaching your friend. That's awesome. I'm still waiting for people like Pikmin Pro to teach me how to play this because he just beats me every time. I am learning Arabic right now, says Chris Santos. That is super cool. That's not one you hear a whole lot of, and it's definitely not super prevalent in the public school system. But that is awesome. Oh, one of the oldest languages out there too, as well. So talking about history and all that earlier, doesn't get much more historic than that. Now I gotta wait until 4 p.m. Central Time, says Mega Eevee, for my next stream, LOL. You're a busy guy. 4 p.m. Central Time. Oh, that's in a while too, actually. That's in like 5 hours, a little bit more. Or less, actually, because I'm in Mountain Time. Yeah, close to 5 hours, we'll say. 5 hours adjacent, roughly, somewhat, sorta, kinda. I already forgot, we played this one earlier. Oh, God. I barely escaped the pits there. That was a bit scary. It's fine. Don't touch me, Power Star. Don't touch me. Don't. No, you touched me, Christian. Why? I was trying to avoid you. You came up and ran into me. It's fine. Figure it out. Single mushroom, I guess now is as good of a time as ever. Holy cow. And then back down the mountain we go. It's just three laps through. I forget that. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But some of these like downhill courses, it's just the one time down is the 3 laps. But this is the recycler. Now we've got a blue shell. Who is in first, huh? Who is that way up there? Can't even tell. Oh, did it get destroyed? No, it's still flying. I see it on the map. I thought the rock had crushed it. That would have been awful. That would have been a waste of a blue shell. It would have been awful. It would have been horrid. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to learn how to brake better. I think that's probably one of the biggest causes of my undoing here, especially on the 150. And what's more, if I ever do the 200cc again, I know that Sonic Saber really wanted to do that, but that crap is hard. You gotta actually brake. You gotta stop. You gotta shift it into 3rd gear. Does this track take place in Congo Island? Asked Fan of Yoshi. It's a good question. I don't actually know the lore behind it. It would stand to reason that it would, but I don't actually know, truthfully. I do know that I got a boo. Give me something good, boo. Give me like a. All right, that works, and it saved me from the lightning somehow, which was amazing. I got to keep all my shells. Great. Send out another one. Probably gonna go to the same person because they're still ahead of me. I didn't pass anyone. Can we get in? Can we pass Zachary? Zachary, slow down a little, Zachary. Oh, thank you, Zachary. Zachary heard me coming and he's like, all right, I'll jump off the bridge. LP is fine. I'll do that for you. And Diliano has officially, if not already, but he is now for certain. I just saw it. Diliano has won the tournament. Congratulations. Actually, I take that back. Maybe 15%. After saying probably 20% of Irish people actually speak Irish. So that's crazy. That truly is a dead language that if only 1/5 or less of the population of that country actually speak it with any regularity. So there we have it. Diliano was the victor of the first Mario Monday tournament. So well done, dude, first off, and everyone else. Well done for participating or being here. Thanks, really, more than anything. I do appreciate it and hope that you guys had a good time. I had a fantastic time. And if you didn't see the stream schedule that I posted on the community tab of the Let's Play channel, go check that out. But I'll tell you now that we'll be back tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And we're going to do more Tears of the Kingdom, Korok hunting, and general mischief. So come back for that if you're interested. Otherwise, check out the Discord, because on Friday, we are going to stream a game that you people choose. But you got to be on Discord to vote and to talk about that. Right now, Terraria is in the lead. So if you want to contribute to Terraria being the choice, go do that. If you want to say, screw off, play something else, go do that too. That's fine. Whatever works. Either which way, I'm just glad you guys were here today, and I look forward to the next one. Brianna says, when do you start your streams in the morning? The morning streams are going to be at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So that is today, Thursday, and Friday this week. Those will all be morning. Tuesday and Wednesday will be at 5 p.m. in the evening. So, again, if you guys want to look at the community tab on the YouTube channel, it'll have that information for you, and it'll tell you what games are being played as well. But But yeah. No, that's my night tomorrow, says Ice Lord 93. I'm sorry. Truth be told, I'd love to do all morning, all the time, but I've just got some stuff going on the next 2 days that'll make me incapable of streaming in the morning. I will quite literally not be anywhere near my computer. So, Mustang Man said, there do I vote for what game for you to play? Yes. What was I didn't see as far as placing? I think you were third. I do think so. I don't know. And unfortunately, there's no actual way for me to check that, I don't think. But either which way, that is the end. And I greatly appreciate everyone for hanging out. Ice Lord, thank you again for subscribing on the Twitch channel. And I hope I see all of you lovely people again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Or actually today, because there's going to be an episode of Ocarina of Time here in a couple hours. So go check that out. And I'll see you next time.